We're going to do a little simple tutorial on how to de-stress in these times. Take some time out for yourself and just relax and play. I'm going to teach you how to Zentangle. So the first thing you want to do is gather supplies. Zentangle has its very own set of supplies, but let's just keep this simple and just basically take what you have in your home. The first thing we're going to start with is just a regular piece of paper, an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, blank white, and then we're just going to fold it into sections so that now we just have 4 pieces. And then we're going to take those and we're going to cut them into 4 sections from our fold. So we end up with basically just a piece of white paper, roughly the size of a folded piece of paper. For this purpose, I'm going to use a little tinier one so that everybody can see this. The tools that we're also going to need are basically a pencil, just your standard everyday kind of pencil, nothing fancy, just a good old number 2 HB. And I happen to have a tortillon or a paper stump, which we use for shading, but it's not necessary. Again, keeping the supplies simple, all you need really is the edge of a finger, or you can fold up a piece of a Kleenex or the corner of a napkin and use that to smudge in our lines. And then also we need a marker or a felt pen. I prefer to have one that has the really fine point because my paper is smaller. And you can use any color you like. Zentangle is traditionally done on black and white, but it's not necessary. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to draw 4 corner dots on our paper. We just want to make these dots super light because they're just a guide and they're nothing more than that. Once we do that, we create a border by just gently drawing lines from one corner to another. Simple and light. For this demonstration, I'm going to teach you how to do Hollibaugh, and we're just going to do one tangle today. And we'll just start, it's a basic line drawing. So I'm going to start at the top and draw one line all the way down. And it's always a good idea to make sure that your equipment is working before you start. Let's try that again. And in Zentangle, there are no mistakes. Sometimes you just have to take a redirection. So I've drawn my one line, and now what we're going to do is we're just going to aura that. And all that means is to leave a space and to follow the same direction of the line that you just drew. Now I'm going to continue to do several of these. And we're just going to build on each one. Just drawing in the same direction that your pen wants to go. If it tends to curve off in one direction and you didn't want it to go that way, that's absolutely fine. Just follow it. There's nothing wrong with just following the line that you've placed. And what I'm doing here, this is called drawing behind. So I'm going to start at the top here and I'll go slowly. So I'm going to draw one line and stop when I hit this line here. I'm going to pick up my pen, jump over across, come back down on the other side and draw again. And then I'm going to aura that line by following the exact same steps, only leaving the space in between. Jump over top, draw the line, go back down. So again, you can start in any direction. I'm going to start in the top left this time, and I'm going to meet up with my first Hollibaugh board, jump over across, put the pen down and go again, jump over again, put the pen down, following the same direction that this first line started. I'm going to aura that one again, jumping across, all the way down, jumping across. And I think I'm going to put one over here too. Hollibaugh is nice if you just have a space that you want to fill. And you can make them as long as short. You can make them curvy. They don't necessarily have to be a straight line. So there you go. That is a simple Hollibaugh. And it doesn't matter if it's pretty or not. It's just a matter of drawing and placing the strokes one at a time and following the same repetition. Draw a line, jump over cross, draw a line, or the existing line, and continue to go in that same direction. You can always change the direction you want to go. So what else you can do with this is you can use this as a coloring board if you wanted to, or as part of a coloring or drawing activity. There's lots of different things that we can do with Hollibaugh, and I'll give you some examples. For example, this one here, this is Hollibaugh with some curves on it, and here we filled in the background. This one is Hollibaugh here, and we have not filled in the background. We've left some of it open. Now, in order to shade this, one way we can do that is on the inside of each board, with the side of our pencil, we can lay down some of the pencil, the graphite, just inside all of these boards. And I'll just do this kind of quickly because shading is something that you're going to blend out. You just want to make sure that you don't have a really harsh or solid line there. You want to keep it a little bit soft. Just like that. And now with my paper stump, I'm going to just blend by making little round circles, following over top. Sometimes we can blend out and leaving the white space in between if you can. We don't want to fill in the entire space, we just want to blend it out to make it look like a shadow. And again, like I said, if you don't have one of these, you can use your finger. Just go along and blend. Keeping the tools simple so that you can relax and you don't need to worry about having expensive or fancy tools. And of course, you always want to add your name so that this is your piece of art, so you can own it. And you can put your initials anywhere you like. And from here, you can expand onto any more. Thanks for joining me today. That's our quick and simple tutorial on the Tangle Hollibaugh.